Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? I have to be a non-yelling breezy today because a little someone is still asleep, and I will be mortified if these little ears hear the things I want to talk about or we have to talk about. So you guys, okay, we have poop to talk about, we have dandruff to look at. We think that Foodie Beauty is talking to Natter again, or Nattered, I'll say. All kinds of things. So we're in for a treat. Oh, we hear Amberlynn read fart. So yay, happy Sunday. Happy birthday, Fighting Irish. I hope you have a beautiful day. Let's pivot and let's be grateful for 90 years on this earth. You probably feel like you've been 39 years on this earth. Think of all that you survived in your youth, right? Did you ever think that you would still be here today? So this is amazing. Happy birthday to you. Be kind. Thank you so much for being a member for 29 months. Hello, Joe. Hello, Crypta. Share your link, Crypta. Crypta's doing a review later, and I think it'll be fun to watch. Hello, Rainbow Road. Free the people. I don't know what is wrong with her. I will be taking a nap. A nap sounds good today. Hello, Fashionable. Hello, Mandrews. Hello, Bethany. Moody, Sunshine, Ruby Soho. Who else is here? Fashionable, did I say hi to you? If not, good morning. Hello, Sniper. Fighting Irish, I said happy birthday to you. You have a beautiful birthday. I feel like I'm missing people. But hello. If I did, I'm so sorry. Good morning, everybody. Here's Crypta's channel. Thank you, Free the People. Oh my gosh, why admit that online? Violet, hello. Foodie is just a crazy bitch who needs a jacket that self-hugging sleeves. So in a nutshell, I was looking through our Discord yesterday and I saw Stella write something that made so much sense to me. So Stella said, "It's just so funny how things played out. One, she purchases an overnight bag. Two, a person she thinks could be her ex, Nattered, contacts her asking where she is. 3, she spends the next day driving 1.5 hours to a city. 4, she sits in parking lots in Gatineau for hours. 5, she says, I'm in Gatineau 100 times. 6, she mentions leaving the kitten alone overnight. 7, she ends abruptly in his city. So I know a lot of people are new to Foodie Beauty, but this is what she does. Whenever she's in Canada, or this is what she's done before, this is what I'll say. When she was with Natchard and he was cheating on her, was sick of her, disgusted by her, whatever, and didn't want anything to do with her, she would hang out in his city and announce every place that she was, and she would stay there for a really long time, hoping he would contact her. The outhouse would be involved. Yesterday, she said she was near the outhouse. In fact, I recall seeing a clip where she was watching a man pee in front of the outhouse. This woman is so worried about being doxxed that she only shows one part of a wall in her apartment, but she announces every place that she's at. Anyways, I know we've been talking about this. I think she would. I think she'd get back with him. I think he's the one that got away. Oh, by the way, just FYI, I think she hits a squirrel when we get to Twitter. So this stream, you guys, in a nutshell, this stream is going to be everything from Friday on, gossip, clips, people's opinions. We see that she did buy a kitten for probably around $300. She posted a seller's photo on her community tab, and Girl World found out. Anyways, what I do remember seeing is she hit something hard yesterday, right? I was clipping parts just so I made sure I actually had clips to show you guys today. But anyway, she hit something hard and then she goes, "Oh, a dead squirrel." And it sounded like she hit an animal, but nobody's saying anything. Like, I'm looking on Twitter, I'm looking in her chat. Everybody's just carrying on like nothing happened. So I posted the clip. And then I'm like, okay, maybe she didn't hit it. And then today, finally, I noticed people are talking about it. And they're saying she did hit the squirrel again. So this stream is just gonna be, I don't know, put the AirPods in, your earbuds in, headphones on, all of that. You would assume I don't like you by what we're gonna talk about today, but I actually love you and I just wanna be traumatized together, okay? Let me go back to my chat. Can you guys see my screen okay? Tell me it's sharing. Hold on. Oh, and then it did the thing. Well, hold on. I'm gonna try to make it bigger for you guys. I don't know. It's doing the stupid thing with the tab. Oh, now it went away. Hold on. I don't know why I effed with it. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I went out and back in because even though I'm sure you guys can see it, it was gonna be annoying to me for the rest of the stream. I was gonna wonder how much you could actually see. So there we go. All right. I'm not fucking with it anymore. Okay, I lied. I am. One more time. There we go. Now I'm happy. Hey, Rainbow. Did I say hi to you? Hello, Rainbow. Mandrews, what the fuck? She is fucking sick. Hello, good morning. Deranged Bunny. Don't mind me, guys. I'm riding my bike while listening. That's awesome, Bethany. I want to be fat today. I've done my 150 minutes plus of exercise this week. I have briskly walked for like an hour a day. So today, who am I kidding? I'm probably still gonna walk, but in my head, I know that I have to garden later, and I feel like I want that to be my exercise today. Someone tagged me in this and I thought it was funny. It says, "Yo mama, for sale, lots of miles on her, been ridden hard, needs some work." Jamie, that made my day. All right, this was my walking spree. So this isn't included in all the steps I take of the day. This is me with my phone actually on me when I walk. And this was like, I don't know, maybe 12 p.m. yesterday or something, or Friday. I'm on a walking spree. But today, I don't know. I guess it's one of those days I should walk because I don't feel like it, huh? Oh, you know how she was raging about, or she made a community tab. She wasn't raging, a community post about people leaving her $1 donations to leave hate comments. So these are some of the hate comments. I hope you are miserable in Canada, animal abusing scammer. Keep giving her money for nails and hair fibers. I suggest, oh, hold on, my alarm's going off. I'm up, thank you. Okay. I suggest you have a stern word with your beezers. They are not complying. They are embarrassing you. $1. And then it cuts off. Your channel is done. Get a job. Booty booty. How does it feel to finally not have a husband anymore? You know he's celebrating and talking to new K-Bellas. Maybe he's talking to K-Bella again. Tweet he said worth it in my opinion. I was never one to police who hate super chats her or donates $1. I enjoy them. And hey, she is the stories we watch. She deserves a couple of dollars thrown at her with disdain. I don't know if she even deserves one penny, but if somebody else wants to donate $1, I guess have at it. But Miss T said all those dollars are gonna add up. Not when you're in addiction. That's already spent. That's already gone. Boomer, hello. Oh, you're early. Hi, Breezy and chat. Happy Sunday. It was my band's single launch gig last night. How exciting! How was the turnout? Did you have fun? Congratulations. I love a movement spree. Nick, hi, good morning. I feel like I missed a bunch of people. I'm very sorry. If you guys don't mind, sometimes I can stream at 5 a.m. There's days where I don't because I'm like, well, I don't think anybody else is up, but sometimes I can and I want to, and there's a lot to talk about. This was my 8-day streak. I was in first place yesterday. I just need somebody to know that because I don't think I'll be in first place today. So, or am I walking? It's a really healthy obsession, I have to say. I'm addicted to how my mind feels after I walk. It feels very good, very clear, not stressed out, no anxiety, depression gone. And for like 25 minutes at a time, there's just peace. I don't know. It's kind of nice. All right, we're going to watch Foodie Beauty eat. Well, talk about her eating. So, again, this is a summary of her lives, her videos, her mukbang, all kinds of things. Tweets R Us said she's so repulsive, stuffing her face while filming at a cemetery. Cemeteries are sacred or a sentimental space for many people. No respect, not even for the people who passed on. Disgusting. Why does she have to go indulge in her addictions at a cemetery? I just drank in the back of 7-Elevens. That's what I did. It wasn't disrespectful to the dead. Blue Leaf Lizard said, "Is what she's doing disrespectful? Yes. But to be fair, lots of people have picnics in cemeteries to eat with their deceased loved ones. Not defending her, though." Okay, that's different, though. That's so different. There's people that do, like, I've seen cemeteries where families were barbecuing. They had a cooler full of beverages. They decorated whoever it was, their family member, like, they put Christmas trees up, pumpkins for whatever holidays, right? Um, it's still a way, I guess, to feel connected and to bond with your loved ones, share memories, whatever. However, you have to look at this as Foodie Beauty is going to a cemetery and injecting and sticking a needle in her arm, okay? Look at it like that. It's tacky, disrespectful, and gross, in my opinion. Blondie said, well, no one will be watching her there. And wasn't she eating bacon? She was Muslim like 2 days ago. Look at this. Okay, whoever does your nails needs to be fired and have their license revoked. What is this? That nail is going all the way off to the side. Do you see that? When you get your nails done, do you see half of your real nail underneath it? Or is that poop, mold, or dandruff from her scalp? Oh, by the way, When we look at her scalp, I don't know what she has against, like, Head& and Shoulders and a scalp scrubber. Both are not that expensive. I'm pretty sure you can get Head& and Shoulders for, like, 5.97 at Walmart and a scalp scrubber for, like, 3.99 on Amazon. You may be even able to find one at the Dollar Tree. You should use it once or twice a week. Really scrub your scalp there. And you guys, okay, I know it's gonna be a moment before we get there, but remember when she was wearing her black abayas and hijabs, and there was just white stuff all over her, like, it looked like, I don't know, she opened a bag of cocaine and it was sprinkled all over her? That was all from her scalp. It looks like fungus. Whatever it is, it's nasty. Their press-ons critically lifted, okay? I'm like, if she actually got these done, would you pay for that? Okay, press-ons? I've seen people wear press-ons, and it looks like they legit went to a salon. Maybe she didn't put enough glue on. I don't know. It all looks bad. Her forehead is massive. That food looks nasty to me. I think I'm a Burger King hater. I'm just not a fan of it. Nothing looks good from there. The only thing good that they have doesn't even come from them. It's the Hershey pie. I can't use those scalp things. My hair is too curly. It's how you just do the top. I don't know. I just do the top. Like there's certain parts. It just feels good too. It feels very good. Buy Head and Shoulders shampoo. It's like 5.97. There's no excuse. She's gonna become Hudge. Hey, Trinka. Dyed buns aren't appealing. I don't think so either. But I don't think anything from Burger King is appealing. I'm definitely a Burger King hater. I'm sorry if you really love it out there. Anyway, she couldn't wait to eat the bacon. Let's look at some of these comments. Silent Cry Barista said, I tried the bun is too soft and has a weird doughy flavor. Now I gotta reevaluate this bun. Have you ever seen such a thin bun that doesn't even look like it's all the way baked or cooked or whatever, toasted? I'm gonna stay hating Burger King. I am. Tired of guessing what's going on with your body? Hume Body Pod tells you straight up what's fat, what's muscle, and what's water. Finally, a scale that makes sense. Ooh! Meet the world's first body scan? You guys, it's like Twitter is reading my thoughts. I know that I have all these scans coming up, and I am walking my way to health. And now I have a way kind of to see well, not everything the scan's gonna tell me, right? Because it's testing for, like, osteoporosis, my bone density and stuff, but I could see how much fat I have and everything else before the doctor even tells me. Okay, I need this scale. I use it every morning. As a DEXA scan. Okay, let me get off of this. Raised Dactylian said those press-on nails are hideous. They're awful. And it said rage bait and reactions. I've assumed she's been eating bacon how she can this whole time. I mean, it's not like she followed anything else of her borrowed faith or temporary faith, whatever the fuck that was, okay? It's not like she followed anything else. I'm supposed to believe she never snuck bacon in somehow, some way. The Revenge of the Fupacabra said nobody in her chat is questioning how she could just throw away the whole Muslim thing. Like she didn't rage at them for 3 years for questioning her faith in Islam. I don't know. I don't even think they believed she was really Muslim. Georgina said her nails look like grapes. Kind of. Oh my gosh. Or like she got a Shirley Temple and stuck her finger into the glass and made a nail out of the cherry? I don't know. I'm going to be in Nebraska in a few weeks. Oh, how fun, fashionable. I just put a pic in Discord of what the nails are supposed to look like when applied correctly. Okay, hold on, let me go look. They look nice. Can I post your nails? I'll edit out everything else. Let me know if I could post your nails to my community tab. So if people want to go look, but I'm gonna edit out like everything but your beautiful nails and your lovely ring. That's a very pretty ring. Okay. Distracted. Kelly, I moved to Nebraska 8 years ago. People here love Renza. No one believes she was Muslim. Hey, Jen, nails just don't look good on Foodie. She needs to forget it. I think they look bad on her too. But she doesn't wash her hands or take care of her hands. So there's that. I don't know what the hell this is. But yet somehow this hair looks better than whatever else she's trying to pull off. Have you ever seen an adult that's obsessed with SpaghettiOs? I remember liking it as a kid every once in a while. And then when you're hungover, it hits. But like in no other way, shape, or form have I ever seen anybody else over the age of 12 or that's not hungover want SpaghettiOs. This is her hair. Wow. Well, we'll know for a fact if she's with Natterd very soon because he'll try to fix her hair and make it even worse. Maybe she already saw him. Maybe she did. However you feel about yourself, just know that you don't look like this. Miss T said she's hating every minute here without her fake bot bitch ex-husband. The crash out is coming. Poor sweet kitten. She's an animal abuser and serves zero purpose to humanity. She only consumes and harms. That's the best description of her I've ever heard. She only consumes and harms. Salt and Sauce said, I'm getting a gullet. Getting? Getting. Ma'am, you've had one since I've watched you, which is years. Your gullet is getting a gullet now. You know what? To everybody who says that she was looking thinner, she just had a lot of filters on because yesterday the chins were chinning, the gullet was out. But you know what she's doing again? And she only did this around Natterd. She's pulling her shirt up over her chins again. And she only did that around him because she was insecure. Give it time, the crackhead will appear. I think so too. He's desperate, right? Like when you're I've seen him smoke a crack pipe. When you're in addiction, you get desperate for money, for things, for drugs, right? He's shady and he's disgusting. I think he'd use her again for money and expose her again. And I think she'd do the threesome with him and Dee Dee. I think that would all happen again. I think it will all happen again. And then I think Salah's gonna do a tell-all. At least I really am manifesting that shit. Look at her right here. Look at all these chins. Fondue said genuinely speechless. I think this was her Halloween vlog mukbang. I could be wrong. I hate this shirt. Look at them peeking out over that. It's like a dam breaking. Wow. Getting off in the cemetery. Classy. I think she's gonna eat a nail. They're barely hanging on for dear life. Nick, did you tell me if I could post it? Sorry. I just remembered as I started staring at her nails again. Pickle! She's so disgusting. How is she not in jail? I honestly believe her card's been blocked due to laundering. She's a pelican. Donate $100 and she will shake it for you. No, thank you. Her slimming filters never work as well when she's in the car. That's true. Realistically, that grocery haul should have been 150. I think she left out all her edibles. She seemed high when she was out driving around yesterday too, when she hit the squirrel. But you guys let me know what you think when we get to that. She eats like a snake. She does. She unhinges her jaw. Or like a shark. Anyways, I've never seen an actual person do this. Oh yeah, it was the Happy Halloween BS. Queen of WTF said it feels like the old days, pulling that turtleneck up to cover the chin. See, and she did this around Natterd. Or maybe she thinks she's talking to him. So she says, you guys, that he emailed her, or she says that it's supposedly him. What if it's a farmer pretending to be him and trolling her? The memories, yeah, this is what she used to do. It was like up to her lip. He's back in the picture. I think so too. People say she didn't do Halloween. She was Uncle Fester, don't you know? I have no nails, but that's what happens when you work in a factory. I hope she's being investigated for money laundering. She was high as fuck, and she was paranoid. I remember watching her at one point, and she was like, "What if that's a hater parked in front of me right there?" I don't know. She seemed like she was on something. So back in the Canada days, we used to watch her drive high. I know she'll say she wasn't, but we've even seen her hit her pen while she was in the car, and she said she just forgot. Anyway, she used to hit animals left and right, and then she would put up cartoons about it. It was the most disgusting, bizarre thing in the world, but she's acting how she was before. So if it's not Nattered, she's talking to somebody again. Shoshibug said the jack-o'-lantern Whopper and the dill pickle meat stick have bacon and pork in them, respectively. The Muslim cosplay arc is definitely over. It was over before it began. All right, we have a clip. Chantal claims that the swordfish contacted her. We're going to go full screen for this. All right, let me start it over.
Is the swordfish turd by chance actually out of jail? Because I got an email today. The only thing the email said
Do you fling your head back when you take pills like that? Do you know if you drink and tilt your head down at the same time, it just goes to the back of your throat at ease? There's my tip of the day.
was "Where are you, bitch?" Can you imagine?
Well, my question to you is why isn't he blocked everywhere?
The nerve. The nerve. He's so disgusting.
Hey, Invisible Buddha.
How the fuck do they keep letting him out of jail? No. I'm pretty sure it was the same email. Because there was messages from before. I hope it's a troll. They need to lock him up and throw away the key.
Oh god, don't fling your head back again.
Isn't that nasty though, bitch? Like to call, like, what kind of man does that? Disgusting.
I don't know, your husband said he wanted to shit on and grape K Bella, so you know.
I did ignore.
She
And
blocked him.
lucky block. As usual. Never. Never. No.
Why are you hanging out in Gatineau and announcing it though? Who's the overnight bag for? Where were you planning on going overnight to? Why are you doing the hair fibers again and the shirt up over all your chins? What's with all the Vagisil? When you were with him, you were obsessed with Vagisil and coochie spray. Hmm. He talked to her like that before, and she did like it. Didn't she call him Dom? She likes being degraded. Like, why try? Can you imagine him calling me a bitch? He made you kiss his big toe. Come on. Sultan said, "Guess it's triangulation time again." She's trying to use Count Cracula on Poop Dude. Shitboy doesn't care, Chantal. Really, he doesn't care. And you can't afford Naturd anymore. Also, this isn't going to bait you back to 12 to 20K a month or whatever now either. What I do know is she gets a lot of views when she's messy, and I do know things will get very, very messy. So hold on, I want to look at Mo's comments and see what people. Is Swordfish Natter, and why is he called Swordfish now? I don't know why she calls him that, but I think a lot of people avoid saying his name because he loves to falsely copyright strike videos that mention him. What I do know is if for some reason this video goes down and gets a copyright strike, I will go to Rumble and I will stream about him for the next fucking 7 days. I swear. Annie Hall said, didn't she email him a while ago? Mo said, I don't think so, but I don't believe anything she says. How Hypocrisy said, one of my petty pet peeves, when grown-ups throw their head back when it drives me insane too. It drives me so fucking I don't know why. It absolutely irks me. It does. Effie Cujo said, I must have suffered some kind of trauma 20 plus years and I never had to think about it, but now my throat instinctively rejects pills like a reflex. I have to concentrate, throw my head back, chug water, and it's still a struggle. Okay, well, Effie Cujo, that's fine, but she's being all dramatic with it. And I'm telling you, if she just tilted her head down and drank her water at the same time, the pill would just float back like magic. Spooky Deer said, mine too, it doesn't work. The medicine has already gone down once you swallowed the water. You only need to throw your head back when you take BC or goody powder. That shit's like eating chalk. I don't know. I'm sorry if I gave you like a thing now where every morning you're going to be all self conscious to take your meds because of the way you swallow them. But there's no need, I'm telling you. You don't need to break your neck to swallow a pill. Debbie's World said she's simply a usable item. He could get a new laptop, get some bills paid, get a couple free meals. She's like a throwaway Bic lighter or one of those throwaway cameras from the 80s. He's another one that'll have sex with any whole offering. I'm not shocked. It's true. She's like a throwaway Bic lighter. And the camera. Do you guys miss the cameras from the 80s? I miss going to develop pictures and waiting the couple hours and going back and you pick the photos up with your friends and then you look at all the pictures you took. I miss those moments. That was the days. Those were the days. Wookie Lover said she probably messaged him first and his reply was, bitch, where are you? Now that I believe. The golf said Buffalo doesn't like it when he calls her a bitch. Sure. Salt and Sauce said she made the most money when he was involved in the channel. She's trying hard. What I can get behind is she is trying to make Salah jealous. But I don't think he cares. I think he's already on top of somebody new. I think he's happy to be free of her. I think if she is talking to Now Turd again, she'll just be used and abused and it'll be a shit show. But whatever, she chose it. Let's move on. I still don't know what part of this we're looking at. How Hypocrisy said, I can't stop staring at this. Oh, is this the side of her? What happened to her ear? She's definitely putting tape-ins or a hairpiece or something. You could see the line right there. And no, that's not a hair out of place. When you have a hair out of place, does it go perfectly across your head in a strip like that? Is that an ear? Maybe we're just never focused on her ears because her chins are the biggest thing. But if that's her ear, she's got legit Dumbo ears, and I never want to hear her talk about anybody's chin or anything else. The fuck is happening to it? Some sort of tape? Yeah. Hey, Mom. I remember photography class in high school where we got to develop our own negatives. I wish I would have taken photography. I wish I would have. It's very peaceful. Like, I just like to take pictures on my iPhone of bugs and mountains and flowers, clouds, whatever else. But it's nice and it's exciting to see, look back and see what pictures you took. I really wish I got into that more. We can't usually see her ears. She shits in the freezer. Yeah, I'm trying to not think of it before we get there. But just FYI, she tells us a story and we're going to hear it. You know the apartment that she was in briefly before she ran to Syria? Well, apparently she clogged the toilet and a plumber was there fixing it and he was there for like 2 hours and she had lasagna and she really had to poop, so she got a compost bag and pooped into it and then got the bag and stuck it in her freezer. My question is, why wouldn't you just throw it outside? Oh, I have so many questions. How was she leaning up onto okay, so she put the compost bag in the trash can. How did that tiny trash can hold her big, massive ass up? I don't even believe she could squat down. But let's pretend this all happened. Who shits in a bag and doesn't just throw it out? Well, who shits in a bag? But if you do, why wouldn't you just walk it outside? She stuck it in a freezer. And she probably left it there, and you know when she moved out, she didn't clean that freezer. So, what are the odds somebody moved in? I mean, I don't know why you would move in a place and not clean everything all over again yourself, but let's say they just assumed it was clean and they stuck food in there. Ew, ew. She must go to a hairdresser to fix her hair. She put her shit in. I know. I don't know what is wrong with her. There's some there's so many things wrong with her, but do you know what level of fucking mentally ill you have to be to shit in a bag and just stick it in your freezer? Doja Cat said this was her face after she said never in response to somebody asking her something about the dishwasher. Assuming this email is true, her and the dishwasher are desperate for coin. Please don't make content out of this again. It's like a reward to them. Please stop. That's true. If she does get back with him, maybe we'll just cover Rosie for like 3 weeks. She wants 20K a month. The thing is, she would go back to her supposed abuser to be able to fund her addictions. She would. Her views suck. Carrie said her views are already falling off. Foodie, nobody with a brain is falling for this big girl. There's no Villa 2.0. There will never be 20K a month paydays. It's over. But hey, you want to convince everyone? Go find yourself a Tinder man and blast it on a live stream. Go on. You are so single. Let's see you on the prowl. Stop acting shy and conservative if you're no longer Muslim and married. Remember your nonsense talk about sex dolls? Show your beezers the real Chantal. I don't think she would still have a channel if she showed the real her. I truly think it would have been taken down by now. While she's vile, disgusting, a monster, all the horrible things, right? I think she somehow tames herself, and I think she's much, much worse. Look at her right here. Yeah, that hair we saw the other day was not hers. And this still isn't all hers. But did you guys see, you know how the other day we were telling her she should just wear a beanie? Yesterday, she listened to us and she put on the beanie. Okay, so let's try something new. Chantal, you should just put a bag over your head. Just cut out holes where your eyes should be. Make sure one of the holes is bigger because you have that one bulgy eye. So can you please do that next? Thank you. Also, your hair doesn't look good with the hair fibers and everything else you're doing. So there's that. We can also still see your chins and you're high 24/7. You should probably stop driving. Look at her eyes right here. She's fucking loaded. Okay, look at this. How? 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 That's so nasty, Chantal. You don't wash anything right. You know what? You truly fail at everything. You can't even keep your own body clean. I'm not talking about people who there's people who have, like, serious dandruff issues, right, that they can't control. Like, I'm not talking about you out there. I'm talking about Chantal, who doesn't shower, who doesn't do anything. How do you just let all that accumulate on your scalp? She's just nasty. Being obese is not an excuse to not be clean, in my opinion. Because I've seen people Chantal size that dress nice and look clean, right? And then there's her. She's just the most unkept thing. I've said it so many times. She does nothing right. Literally, she does everything the wrong way. She does. I don't care what she looks like. You don't hurt kids or animals. She's vile. Honestly, Crypta, I know you don't care about her looks. I talk about her looks because she talks about everybody else's. I know a lot of people came in later to her when she was doing this fake act where she wasn't raging and she was on a journey trying to be closer to God. But before she put that hijab on, you could say, Chantal, it's not good to eat six nashies. You should probably only eat one. She would post a photo of you. I'm not talking about you specifically, of the person who said that, talking about their eyes, their chin, their hair, how their mom doesn't like them, how their dad left them because they're so ugly. Like, that's the kind of shit she would do. And just because she stopped for a while, a lot of us haven't forgotten, right? So we talk about her looks because she has done that. But yeah, she's outside of her looks and her weight. She gets off on hurting people and animals. How many animals has she abandoned now? Like seven cats? She has a kitten now that she's probably gonna abandon too, that she bought with the Beezer's money. By the way, I know people are like, "Who cares if she spent $300 on a kitten?" She's asking for help with rent and a mobility scooter. She's asking for money for basically everything. So when you need help with things such as rent, do you then go and buy a $300 kitten? When especially, like, you know you're probably not gonna be in the same space long. Like, she never is. It was just really dumb. Salt and Sass said, "Is this new? Back to the chin hiding with clothes." Well, it's new again. It's definitely not new. She used to do this shit all the time. When she would pay for sex, meet men off dating apps, especially with Nattered. What does she think is gonna happen when they see her and she eventually is gonna hook up with somebody and the shirt comes off and all the chins come out? Like, she probably still stuffs her bra. I picture her being one of those. She stuffs her bra, not realizing that eventually when the clothes come off, the person's gonna see you don't have any boobs. No Bueno said, well, folks, Foodie has finally revealed her true form. She has aged 20 years and loses a hair every time she rages. She's a pathetic, balding, brain dead hag who can barely walk and loses her breath while eating. As funny as her downfall is, it will not be entertaining. I still can't get over this ear. Or is that the filter doing that? Why is it so far onto her face? Out of all the things we're gonna talk about, this ear is up there with one of the things that really, really bother me, and I can't explain why. Hold on, let's look at it here. Then it creeps me out. Huh, it's like a spaceship. Well, if there's ever an emergency in Canada and she has to leave right away, she could just fly off with her ears. More of her scalp. Ugh. Artificially Sweet said she's got a halo. She's got a halo or a hidden wire hair extension piece. You could see the band wrapped around her head on the left. It looks like a thin rubber band, so all the hair on the bottom half is fake. Let it go, girly pop. Go for wigs. She should. Out of all the things she's doing, a wig and a beanie looks better than the hair fibers and the bands that we could see going across. Because even though they're supposed to be like invisible pieces, you could still kind of see it. That's why you usually have to get a section of your hair, pull it out, put it over the wire, all of that. Like you have to really know how to work it. And then, but she doesn't. And she doesn't want to take the time. But if you have no idea what we're talking about, you could see it go across. Look at where the white of her scalp is, and like right above that to see the band. It almost looks like she's wearing multiple pieces. Like sometimes it looks like a toupee. Sometimes I think she has an extensions. Sometimes I do see a band go across. So I don't know. Cradle cap coming in nicely. Roxy, happy Sunday. I want to pick it off her head. She blames the hijab for her hair. Listening while cleaning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, beautiful. Will you be streaming soon? I would love to check out a Roxy stream. BB said, how long till she's out looking for snow in the dick? We know it's been 3 years since she's had any. Cutie's wasted zero time dropping the Muslim cosplay. I think she's already out looking for it. That's why she's hanging out in parking lots, hanging out by the outhouse. Hold on, I'm gonna look in these replies. I can't remember if I already did. JM said she's such a fucking piece of shit all the way around. Mrs. Floopa Booty said it does look like a wire, but it might be a bobby pin. Honestly, her head might be too big for a standard halo because that's not where it should be. She needs a cheap synthetic topper with a large base and skip the halo wire. Okay, since she apparently has all this money, why doesn't she go to a salon and have them glue something on top of her bald piece? And then she could go in once a week and have them re-glue it on. If I just had money, fuck you money, I would have hair extensions all the time. I'd have things glued on, taped in, sewed in. I'd have all the hair. But anyways, what I do know is when people actually glue things to their scalp, it looks a lot better than the lifted raccoon sitting on your head look. Anyways, the old whore is back. I love her. Phoebe said, how long till she's out looking for snow in the D? She already is. Press one if you think Chantal is already out on the prowl, looking, offering to pay for it, whatever. I have female relatives who are bald. I'm losing my hair and have been diagnosed with hair loss by the skin doctor. Claudia, you're not alone. Because we're making fun of Chantal, don't think that we're talking about you. I have thin hair too. I have very thin hair. It's longer now, but because I've been letting it do its curly thing and not blow drying it all. So, anyways, biotin, collagen, those things I found help me. You have to stay on them though. Um, we all have things we're insecure about, right? We all do, and we all wish we had something like, well, you might wish you had fuller hair. Somebody probably wishes that they had a smile like yours, or they were as tall as you, or whatever else, or they dressed as nice as you. I don't want anybody to ever come here and think the shit we're talking about, Chantal, has anything to do with them, okay? It has nothing to do with you. Bubbles and Cheek said, I'm so grossed out by these bidet conversations. Adult poo is waxy. You cannot rinse it or the smell away with a little water. Even high pressure, you need to soak to break that down or wipe it away. I'm a fan of the idea of a bidet, but question the piddly little bottle with a hose you bought. You must stink. I'm not sure how that's supposed to wash anything off, Foodie. But I honestly don't want to think about it. Honestly, I'm assuming when she's not getting laid, she's using that to get off on. Anyways, happy Sunday. The things we talk about sometimes, but I can assure you it's not going to get any better. So there's that. It's only going to get more gross. We still have to go into the poo talk. Nana Spike T said, wow, what a spectacular Halloween flop, Foodie. Imagine giving up the man who is willing to fake love you to return to the life you claim to hate. To return to acting a fool for chump change. What a life. No thanks. Pathetic. Yeah, well, she was out hoping Natter was paying attention to her. I was outside in the sun, gardening. You guys, I don't even know how this happened. I didn't used to have a garden. Like, I have potted plants that I water, right? We've always toyed around with the idea of gardening. We've just never like made it happen. I don't know. All I know is yesterday, my daughter went to go run errands with my dad. They were going to go to Home Depot, wherever else, and she came back with a gardening, like a bed and seeds and marigolds, and she was so excited, and she told me she talked to the lady, and while most people don't start gardening right now, we can plant winter squash and the marigolds and rosemary, and we got broccoli. And then yesterday she insisted on planting it all, so then my dad took her and I went too, and we got like soil, um miracle grow. Anyway, she talked him into all this stuff. He probably just thought he was going to get a part for the hose, and he came back with gardening stuff for her. But here's the thing. I was talking to him, and he's like, "I don't mind." He's like, "At 13, there's, like, worse things that she could be getting into, right?" Like, she wants to garden. So, anyway, so it's all planted now, and then my job is I have to water it either every morning or every night until it gets cold. That's the job that she gave me. So I am a morning person. I am not a night person. So I will be watering every morning, I guess, until it gets cold so I don't kill them. But if you have any tips and tricks, I don't know how to keep broccoli alive, but I'm sure gonna try. Cut my hair from my waist to my ear. It's growing good. I wish I could have a garden. You can! You could buy one of those little beds. They have them at Home Depot, Walmart. I mean, people even grow gardens on their balconies of their apartments. Really, you can grow something anywhere. So yeah, it's just like one of those little raised gardening beds. I don't think it was like the most expensive one or anything. We have to see if we can even keep up with it. But I think it's a healthy hobby. It's something we could do together, right? And now the lizards and all the bugs will have a home. All right, Fondue said, Big Tracy TX says Quirky is jealous of Foodie, and Quirky lies about her weight. So Tracy said, Rosie can't stand you, and I really don't know why. Nina says, What's her problem, Tracy TX? Tracy says, Nina, I have no clue. Maybe pure jealousy. Tracy said, Rosie is lying about her weight. Nina said, I thought she was in her 20s. Okay, all the girls lie about their weight. That is what I do know. While I'm not a fan of Rosie, do you think that she's jealous of Foodie? It seems like she has more going for her than Foodie. I could be wrong. Joanne said Tracy is just upset that Rosie blocked her and wasn't going to be her new bestie. She ran right back to Cutie, pathetic. Breezy, add coffee grounds to the dirt and eggshells. Thank you. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. Hey, just know broccoli attracts bugs. Learn how to keep them at bay. Okay, I want to know natural things. But I also don't want to be a bug murderer, but I would like to keep them away naturally, if that makes sense. I don't know. Fuck my life. I'm gonna have to be a bug murderer. Well, what I can do is relocate the things that I see. I mean, I really like caterpillars. I don't want to kill anything, but I can't have them eating my daughter's broccoli that she wants to grow. So eggshells and coffee grounds it is. There's Foodie hitting squirrels, and there's me sad at the fact that I might have to kill something. Isn't it's weird? I love bonsais. Lupus runs in my family, and I lost a friend to it. Hugs to anybody who needs it today. Bugs need boundaries. They do, but I don't think that they understand it. They're just going to see me coming to murder them. So, anyways, natural ways, coffee grounds, eggshells. Maybe they don't like a certain spray I could spray around it. I don't know. Leave me comments after this live stream if you have any tips or tricks how to naturally deter bugs without making them suffer. I just don't want that. All right, Enigma said, if they're divorcing, then why does she still have his channel as her husband and the couple's channel link still? That is weird. Maybe it was part of their agreement or arrangement or whatever they signed to. She has to keep his links in her profile for like 2 years after. W's World said, "Okay, so on your phone, you can add a few minor things to your channel, but you really need to go into the studio on your PC or laptop to actually get rid of what's going on there. That's probably why she hasn't changed it yet." Okay, but she's a woman and she's petty. That's what I do know. Whenever any breakup has happened on my end, everything gets erased, deleted out of my profiles all around the world. That's just how it works. You don't keep their link in. And she can just go to youtube.com. She can do something, okay? Savage said, "Bah, this just screams I'm gonna lose my fucking mind when I finally realize it's over." That's what I can't wait for. I want the meltdown. I want a Salab tell all. I don't like him, but I'll definitely give him the view for that. JM said purely for views to get money. She doesn't care. Bunny said, "Bet she's still paying him so he doesn't spill all the shit. He should have. He made a fortune." Wait, what if he can't expose her because she's also got way more on him than we realize? I mean, so far, just what we know, and we only know this because Bella exposed him, was that he's into poop and farts, uh, grape, assaulting Bibles, crosses. He likes to bark like a dog. So just think of what we don't know. It's actually a scary thought. Holly said the brain rot beezers have the same question. Foodie Beauty loves to hang on to something she has lost, and also lazy as fuck. So someone said, "Foodie, you still haven't taken the links to your ex-husband's channel down. Are you still holding out hope of a reconciliation?" I think maybe a lot of people are worried that you may be. Nobody's opinion matters but yours as to what you want to do with the rest of your life. But I think ever going back to a place or person with whom you cannot completely be your authentic self around would be the biggest mistake. If you agree, delete those links and be the independent boss bitch you are meant to be. Oh, brother. I'm not going to put that much thought into it. How about you? I'm sure they'll be taken out eventually. She'll meet somebody else and they'll want to be a YouTuber too, and their link will be replaced with Salah's. No, I can't lose weight to save my life because of the lupus meds. When lupus first hit me, it's constant nausea, and I lost 80 pounds. If a man messes with me, he has a contract out. I'm sending a gentle, yes, gentle keyword to everyone fighting an illness. Stop losing weight because I don't get hungry, my doctor knows. Would finding a food that you're absolutely obsessed with and love to eat helps? Like, I can't compare what I've gone through to lupus. I just can't. Um, I can't pretend to know what that's like, but I've had really bad anxiety where I haven't been able to eat for like 3 days. Um, I was struggling with it for a while, and then I found something I really like to eat at Porto's, and that was like the one meal that I knew I could eat, right? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else or if anybody else gets anxiety like that, but for me, when the anxiety attack hits, like I can't eat, I can't really sleep, I can't do much of any, it's just the anxiety takes over. And then it'll be like 3 days and I haven't been able to eat. So like Portos, right? Or like sweet tart ropes. Those 2 things were something that like I could get in my system. Not saying that it's the healthiest thing or the best thing, but sometimes you have to find something that maybe you'll be excited about no matter what. And it may be hard. I don't know. Maybe this isn't helping at all. Um, I'm trying though. Sorry. Donna said, talk about growth 2022 to 2025. Good Lord. So it stayed the same as she's forever gonna be hiding the chins. Good Lord. Put the food down, Chantal. Or don't. Die or don't, as Yaba says. Here's the thing though, if you're 600 pounds, if you're 600 pounds, at what point do you not care about the chins? I mean, we could see your belly, we could see the arms, or I should say bellies, we could see everything else. Like, why hide the chins? That's what I don't understand. We're going to talk about this cat. This whole thing doesn't make sense to me. She's sharing photos from sellers on the internet who are selling these kittens. We still haven't seen the cat, right? She's afraid to touch it. She's afraid to hold it. It's terrified of her. But all the photos look fucking weird. If this cat's in her possession, why doesn't she have a photo that she took? And then she did post another photo of a cat in the carrier, and it didn't look like the original cat that she had posted to me. It looked way bigger. And then people started asking on Twitter if the photo was AI. Crochet with Ashmi said post photo of the seller's photo trying to pass it on as her own. Why are you Googling this? Then post the pic of the kitten terrified of Chantal. I don't know if this is rage bait. Ruby, I've thought of getting some. Yeah, that's a symptom of lupus, but the butterfly rash is usually the best indicator of lupus. Who is the guy in the middle? I don't know. When I can't tolerate solid food, I do protein shakes and meal replacement drinks. Those are good. There are 3 photos of completely different cats, right? Okay, so this is one of the photos I remember seeing. Here she is. She came out of hiding, but is still scared. Poor baby. This cat doesn't look like that cat to me. This was her last night, hiding behind the toilet, but she made a noise this morning at 5 a.m. So I ran to the washroom and shut both doors and checked behind with my camera, and she was gone. I found her huddled in the spare room closet, and she let me pet her head a bit. I'm sure she will warm up to me soon, poor baby. It's different markings. Okay. Google image said this is from an original, whatever that is, ad. Kiji? Kijid? I don't know how to say that ad, where you may have gotten her. So that must mean she's either still missing or you never got her. Interesting. And then Chantal replies, why are you Googling the image to begin with? Because you're a fucking liar. Does that look like the same cat to you guys? I think she's using pictures online. She stole another cat, we all know it, but she showed us the Vagisil she bought for herself, right, Mandrews? She said she bought a bed and all kinds of stuff for the cat that hasn't shown us anything she bought. The marking for the face for the cat completely different. And then wait till you see the other one. But anyway, somebody looked it up. This is the ad from the seller. 232 ads for by owner and cats and kittens for rehoming in Ottawa. So she stole the image. If you have this cat, why can't you just post a photo? Didn't she steal images of Julia at one point too? People found out she was using pictures from the internet. Irritating Gone said she's beyond comprehension with her ignorance. Did she not think people would reverse search the damn photo? Yep, Foodie. Hope you have the day you deserve, you animal abuser. Ragamuffin. They're so cute. Here's the thing, too. If this was anybody else, I wouldn't care if they were getting a cat. But she's abandoned or unalived multiple animals. We end up hearing a clip, you guys, and I swear Julia killed Howie. She slips up and somebody tells her to get a hamster. And she's like, oh, she was like, maybe, but I don't want what happened to happen with Julia and Howie again. So what actually happened with him? Red Zesty said, when it comes to foodie, never forget rule number 1. It's always rule number 1. Every fucking time. Shenanigans said, Chantal's latest community post. Is it just me or is that not the same cat? It's not the same cat. Krabby said, looks like a bed sheet, not a toilet. Does your toilet have wrinkles in it? That cat looks terrified. It must be the adoption photo. This photo, is it Kijiji? How do you say that? It must be the adoption photo. This photo, really poor lighting, but the features are pretty close. Guess we'll see if she ever shows us the kitty in real time. Okay, so I have kind of missed a lot. Have you guys seen the cat in her live streams? Has she shown the cat? She has not shown anything. Okay. I think the Beezers have half a brain left collectively. Or she's so mentally challenged she shouldn't be allowed to have pets. That poor cat. It looks terrified. Somebody said, "Why are we Googling the pic?" Because you are a known liar, Foodie. Nothing you say is to be believed. Joe Rainbow said, "I'm sorry to break it to you, Beezers, but that's not a $30 or $40 kitten. Cutie used your money to buy a designer cat that hates her guts." There's so many kittens in the shelter. There's no need to shop. Um, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of breeders out there that do it for the integrity of the breed. There's a lot of backyard breeders, there's a lot of puppy mills, kitten mills, all kinds of stuff, and it's not a good life for them. It's not a good life for these animals. That's where when you're buying these fancy animals and getting them shipped to you and you're spending an arm and a leg for them, that puppy or kitten's parents has spent most of their life in a cage. So there's so many shelters and they are filled with kittens and puppies that need a home. And there's a lot of shelters where they put these animals down because they have so many. So please adopt, you guys. Please adopt. That is my plea to you out there. There's so many animals that are looking for a home. Do that. Fondue said, "Seek help, Big Tracy. You really think you're her friend? She gave up her cats and all worldly possessions for a random global Tinder romance scammer. Zero loyalty. She wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire, you pickled kidney cunt." Pickled kidney cunt. I'm gonna use that one later. All right. Someone said she's adorable. Can you also post a pic of her at your own place? Without showing too much of your place, of course. Tracy says, "Why? Is Chantal having to prove something?" Tay said, "Sorry, but my comment was not addressed to you." Tracy said, "I don't care if it was addressed to me or not. Stop being so nosy and questioning Chantal. Why does it matter if she takes a pic of her kitty at her apartment or a lake?" Tracy, did you run out of your boxed wine again? Tracy, do you think you are? People can ask anything. Your horrific attitude, blocking viewers and lives, and disrespectful. Sorry, not here to argue with you or other strangers online. Have a good day. Tracy said, "Same to you." Tracy is always in a bad mood. Have you noticed that? Always so defensive. No Bueno said, "Perhaps Foodie spent $300 to buy the cat, not supplies." I think she referenced all the same breeds as this ad. I don't think the age matches what she's claiming, but regardless, her kitten looks so similar that I assume she spent at least a couple hundred. If you can't afford rent, is it wise to get a $300 kitten? Adorable kittens looking for their forever homes, raised with care and love. They are now ready for their new homes as they just hit 8 weeks, 2 months old. Litter trained, and they are eating wet food and hard food. Siamese Himalayan kittens, $300 each. Mom is a Lynx Point Siamese, dad Seal Point Himalayan. Do you think she got scammed? What I do know is there's a lot of places. There are people who put up ads and you think you're buying like a $900 pug for whatever reason. Let's just go with that, right? And they take your money and they say that they're shipping you the animal and they never do. What are the odds Foodie fell for something like that? 5 females, 2 males, no vaccinations. They're very sweet, friendly cats. They love to cuddle and be pet. Does it mention anything on if these people have dewormed the kittens? Wow. Let me look at the replies. Probably because her life sucks. Hey, Sonia, even more than Foodie. She got a cat before a couch and a TV. Tracy is also as evil as Chantal. She is. She's a feeder. JM said 100 and pissed the Beezers aren't just throwing cash at her. No Bueno said, "Did you hear when someone asked if she rescued the cat?" And she was like, "No. But actually, I basically did." I don't know how she didn't realize that a fundraiser isn't an infinite money glitch. You can't ask for donations daily with no real goal or end in sight. That's begging. Have I said I hated her yet today? That I hate Chantal? Well, I hate her. All right, we get into some clips, you guys. All right, Foodie was live yesterday. The chins and claws were out while she watches a man pee by the outhouse. And this is where I started wondering if she was really going to meet up with Natter, okay?
Miss Master Debater.
Master debater.
What kind of name is that?
Hilarious.
I know, right? Worst of the internet. It's pretty cool out. Ooh. So I ordered a jacket and boots, clothes. So I'll do a haul when that comes. Lots of underwear. Thanks, Barbara. By the way, Dollar Tree. I want to.
Isn't it weird? She keeps saying she needs money for rent and for a mobility scooter, but she's been shopping every day, it seems like. Every day.
Want a Dollar Tree. I can't walk around right now. I seem happier. Morning glory with starfish.
They were not dewormed, nor fixed, nor vaccinated.
Thanks, first of the internet.
Wow.
You like the nails? They're a pain in the ass already. This guy's taking a whiz in the bush. There's a bathroom right here. Missed, Matt.
She got all excited about that. Did you see the smile on her face?
Outhouse. I might have to go. Yeah, it's on my community tab, the picture of the cat. And my hair, look at it. It's so small. But
And hey, good morning. Hey, Missy. It's wild. An everyday fast food and weed every day.
Isn't she cute? Her little face, like, it's a cute face. I want to go smoke shisha. Double deuce. Yeah.
So she's hanging out by an outhouse in the parking lot, watching a man pee with nothing to do. Do you ever hang out in parking lots? She forgot to brush her teeth today. Forgot.
Did I scream? Oh, yeah, in Cornwall, right? Forgot to brush my teeth today.
How do you forget to brush your teeth? She has caked on dandruff that's like 3 inches thick, a moldy fupa. She's got yeast infection in her folds, and she doesn't brush her teeth. And a bidet that's probably not going to work on her. She is absolutely nasty. She is confused about religion and doesn't want to be a piece of ass. She's near the long road, and I think somebody was offering to set her up with their cousin. Would you assume that they hate their cousin? Would you set your family member up with Chantal?
And I don't want to ever just be a piece of ass, like, ever again in my life. Thank you. So, no.
You need a wheel food tray for your scooter?
I'm too old for that. No thanks.
I could speed her up.
Houdini? No, I'm on the long road. Don't generalize Arab men. That's true. But you know what I mean. Friend? Who, you, Pumpy? Oh, yeah. Thanks. That's a good idea. I don't know what I am anymore,
Liz said, I'm sad. I wanted to set you up with one of my cousins.
religion-wise. I'm so confused. I believe in God, though. And I still say, like, Islamic things. Like, before I do something, always in my head, I'm always like, Bismillah, or Ya Rab, Ya Rab, Ya Rab.
Oh,
Ya Rab, I
in
can't
that
even say it.
case. In that
What,
case.
eggs on legs? I want to set you up with one of my cousins. Yeah, I think my heart is still tender. Well, not really. No,
My heart is still tender. Your heart is still tender. You just want to get with Natter. Press 1 if you think she's talking to him again. I want to see something. Let me look at the replies. So what I do know is she would always travel the long road to go stalk him. Effie Cujo said, "What the fuck is wrong with these creatures?" Insane in the membrane. She paid Salad thousands of dollars and he still wouldn't touch her, but she thinks somebody would want to use her for sex. Maybe she's doing all this for the sex doll. She's courting it. I have no idea. I don't know why anybody would sleep with her after she's had multiple STIs. So she's gonna go for a drive and to a cafe. I said she was acting high already. She was acting bizarre in certain points. Let's go full screen. I'm gonna speed her up because there's a lot of her just staring around.
Go buy a shisha and a coffee like Arabic coffee, because honestly, I
A coffee tit? Did you hear that? I want to buy shisha and a coffee tit.
use of Timmy's is crap. It's not strong enough.
Oh, and
I want to go buy a shisha and a coffee like Arabic coffee, because honestly, I think I'm addicted to it, because that's what I was doing every day. That was like part of my routine in Syria. So like, you know, but I can't have shisha in the house. So, hey Tammy,
Doesn't she look like one of the robbers from Home Alone? Do you see it?
thank you. Spork,
One, I see all the ones.
a good cafe. Find someone with a lot of money. Whatever.
Hey, Zomic.
I like thought of another man makes me want to throw up everywhere. I'm not even joking. There's Arabic stores, yeah, but I don't know where. I'd have to Google it. Do you guys want to take a drive to the Gatineau Hills and then go see if there's a cafe there? Just make the Turkish coffee.
She starts acting weird if it's the clip I think it is.
Argan oil from Amazon. It's also $30. Oh, argan oil, not Moroccan oil. Is marriage overrated? No. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Do you think that she had an actual marriage experience? Do you really think that? She says yes and no, but the guy barely was there. I mean, even in Kuwait, he was there sometimes, but for the most part, he was always out, right? And leaving her alone to eat, seal, fart, do whatever. Do you think that they had long conversations, shared their hopes and dreams, made plans for the futures, consoled each other when the other person was going through a hard time? Do you think she had any of that?
How do you explain that? It's like there's no feeling other than like going to bed at night with somebody that you know that cares about you and loves you, and you love them back, and waking up and going through life with someone, you know. But at the same time, you have a peace when you're alone that you can just like you don't have to answer to anybody. You can just do whatever the hell you want. It's your life, you know. My husband is my best friend. I couldn't imagine living without him. Yeah, that's how I felt with Salah.
And now you're high in Canada every day and you ripped off the hijab.
But I felt like any relationship I've been in, I felt like that at first. You got
Pam told her, "Girl, you were married 5 minutes ago. Don't even stress about thinking about other men. Just take your time and adjust. You probably still love Salah. Differences, that's all. Just be you."
guys want to go? I don't know if was the quality good while I was driving? I want both, right, Pumpy? You were married 5 minutes ago. I'm not thinking about men at all, honestly. When I do think of, you know,
She's in a rental.
he got to cuddle. You know, I just think of like maybe like the feeling of I'm not used to being alone, so I feel a bit scared. Let's ease.
But you were always alone when you were married to him. So what's the difference?
But listen, you don't even hear it. The car's on. It's a hybrid car. Hey, Mike. I look so good? Well, thank you. Come.
And then I remember she kept drinking water this live. So I said, "Lies, the cat was totally $300 or around that. Look at how she acts." So Coffee is Bay came in and said, "Breezy is claiming you bought her for $300." And then look at her reaction. It was very telling to me.
300. No. It wasn't 300 for the cat. $300. No. It wasn't 300 for the cat.
Hmm. It was 300 for the cat. You can't even pay your rent, but you got a kitten that you can't afford. You don't have anything in your apartment. You plan on paying for sex again. Come on, the hijab is off and you're eating bacon. Your nails are done. You're going to be leaving the kitten alone all the time, hoping Pete's is going to take care of it. But remember what happened last time you left Pete's in charge of your cats? You forgot to leave him food to feed them, and then he didn't want to go to the store. So somebody had to send them food to make sure that they ate. She pooped in a bag and put it in the freezer. There's no way of easing into this. So we're just gonna do it.
When I first moved into my apartment, and you can send it to the landlord, I don't give a crap. The old landlord, don't care. Anyways, so of course, when I moved in, there was issues. There was like a leak in the bathroom. I reported. So,
She clogged the toilet. Let's just get real.
he hired a plumber to come. So the plumber came, and I think it was the day after. If you remember, I had that lasagna, the vegetable lasagna with all the cream. So he hired the plumber to come. If you don't like gross stories, or you know how gross my stories can be, just please tune out. I'm giving you like 2 seconds, okay? So, he was taking forever. Like, I don't know what he was doing. He had a couple things to fix. So I couldn't use the toilet. And I thought, I'll be all right, you know? Nope, I had to go, and I had to go something. I could not hold it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And it was a small apartment, so, you know, he would hear everything. And I was thinking, I'm going to have to go in a compost bag in my trash can in my room. Like, I didn't have a choice here, okay? It's not I chose this. I was dreading this. So I lined a garbage pail with a compost bag. And whenever he went to get his drill, I like went to the bathroom, something in the garbage bin, and you know, I cleaned up and everything. And then I just tied the baggie and I put it in the freezer because the compost was only being picked up once a week. And I didn't know what to do with it. So I put the bag of shit
In your freezer? Oh, I hate that story about the pooping. I do too. I hate this so much. Yeah. Okay. It could be real, but how is this little? I'm picturing, like, the little trash cans you put in your bedroom to throw like your tissue in, and then you take it out the next time you take out the trash. Like, how is a little bedroom trash can holding up Foodie Beauty's ass? But she is disgusting, and I do just believe she would poop in a bag and put it in her freezer. But I've seen her freezer and her fridge before, and it was always stocked. So she's putting a poop bag in the freezer with her other food. And again, I don't think she told her landlord this. What are the odds they cleaned the whole fridge out before somebody else moved in? It's nasty. It's nasty. Either way, the shit should go outside. A savvy said $300 in non-existent supplies for that cat is likely what she paid for the cat. With no supplies, as she's never shown any. Imagine paying all that money to neglect your cat. Truly astonishing. Maybe that's why the guy kicked her out. Maybe that's why she got kicked out. She had to leave because she pooped in her bedroom and made a mess. Ugh. Red Dusty said, if the kitten is real, why am I getting major puppy kitten mill vibes from Foodie Beauty's new kitten? I have 22 years of experience working in pet care, 11 years at an ER vet office, so I have seen a lot of horrific abuse come out of breeder mills. Reputable breeders only. And meandering thought said, adopt, don't shop. Buying a kitten from a breeder when there's a huge cat overpopulation and the shelters are full is what I would expect from Foodie Beauty animal abuser. Please adopt, don't shop. I'm one of those people. I have bought a pug before. I have, but I worked at a vet. And I knew the owners that were coming in. They had a bunch of pugs, right? They just did. I knew the family very well. I ended up going over swimming there on the weekends. Like I knew where he was coming from, and I saw the puppy, the parents, everything, right? But that was the only fucking time in my life. Every other animal we've adopted. There are some breeders out there who are good and do it for the integrity of the breed, but there's more bad ones than good ones. So please do your research. And if you are looking, just know that there are so many puppies and kittens in the shelter just wanting a warm bed to sleep in tonight. So if you can and are able, please adopt. That's my PSA. Savage said, heading to Gatineau with her camera, showing her every move. For fuck's sakes, Foodie, just reply to Naturd's email and tell him where you want to meet up. We already know it's going to happen. I felt like that's why she kept announcing what she was gonna do. She was gonna go for a drive in the hills and to a cafe, and she really wanted shisha, and she really wanted to go buy a hookah. Oh, did you happen to hear that she really wanted shisha? So she wants to see him. It's obvious. I don't think anybody's gonna be shocked, Chantal, if you get back with him. I just hope you two. How is the nicest way of saying this? With being advertiser friendly. I hope you and him, if you do get back together, go out in a blaze of glory in Minecraft. There you go. This is legitimately what she looks like. Do you see it? Bad Seed said if Peter and Meg had a baby. Oh, Flem said, oh my god, all her chins have blended into one massive sack of flesh. She's almost at the point where it will flare up like a frilled lizard when she gets angry. You know what her chins look like? Her fupa balls. We saw them not long ago. Tell me that's not what her chins look like. She is a shit stain. Your new profile picture? Hold on, let me see. Looking good for you people. I love it. Oh, that's amazing. Hold on, let me go back to the live. I hate commuting downtown and feel like I'm losing it some days. We'll keep you company. Stay focused on the chins. Eddie Murphy and Flubber. Hey, honey, iced tea. Good to see you. Bunny Angel said, is she getting drugs for her and Koki? She always went there to get her drugs for herself and Koki. That's what she did. She would always hang out at the outhouse. So that's how we figured out that was her drug deal spot. Like that's where she would do her pickups. She would always hang out at the outhouse. She'd be there for like 45 minutes. And then she would finally take off to go see him. And then they'd be high. And then she'd take pictures and post them of her just having like the after sex glow. And then a couple days later, they would fight and be broken up. So she's on a beautiful drive, but she's bored because there's no leave. So she says she's going home. Oh, and she's still talking about poop. She doesn't go home, just FYI. We still have so many more clips.
Came and was working on the toilet for a couple hours, or the bathroom for a couple hours, and I couldn't go. So I had to go in a compost bag in my bedroom.
I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but like, I would just go somewhere. I would drive to McDonald's. I would drive to Starbucks. I would drive to my sister's. I would drive anywhere other than pooping in a trash can in my room. How about you?
And then I had to freeze it. See, normally this hill ahead would have all trees with leaves. But there's no leaves, so what's the point of coming here?
I know she thinks this drive is boring, but I thought it was beautiful. In fact, I was thinking as I was screen recording, why the fuck would you leave that to go to Syria?
What the hell? This is boring. There's no leaves. Let's just go home. Let's just
She doesn't go, she doesn't go home. I didn't think that was boring. I thought that drive was better than anything we saw in Syria. And it was just a drive. Update, she just picked up coffee and is still talking about poop. It's all she talks about. It's all she has. Poop, shit.
Now let's go see what we can find around here. I love coming here in the fall. Man, they make everything homemade, and the soup? Look, the
Hey, Callie, maybe she was picking up drugs yesterday. I didn't think about that. Maybe she was. I think she was. She seemed high most of this drive. FYI, don't get high or drunk and go for drives in the hills or mountains. Do you know how many deaths I hear about like weekly? I live at the bottom of mountains. It's stupid. Don't fucking do it.
soup looks so good. Creamy cauliflower, I think. And then the pepperoni pizza.
Really fast, Callie, I just want to tell you, you are a walking machine. I often days am trying to keep up with you. The camels were fun. When they bit her.
I didn't know what to do with the poop. Like, I can't put it in the toilet because then the bag. So,
Okay, well, I'm so sick of hearing about you shitting in a bag. You're disgusting. Never talk about any reaction channel again because my response will just be you shit in a bag and froze it. Oh, and you've had gonorrhea and herpes and trick. So she says facts here. I said facts here. I don't remember what this was.
no one's going to come near me. I'm a biohazard.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think she's at risk for being taken or anything because one whiff of her and the person would pass out. Nobody other than Salah likes horrible smells. I said whatever she's on is making her paranoid. She wasn't sober for this whole drive. I don't know what she was on, but she wasn't sober, and I know that for a fact.
Real life streamer. There's a weird truck parked across. It's probably a hater. Real life streamer. There's a weird truck parked across. It's probably a hater. Real life.
Yes, it's FFG. She followed you through the hills. Whatever you're doing too much of, and it's making you paranoid. I just said she has cotton mouth and wants to go to bingo. So I didn't catch it in every clip that I have, but I felt like she was chugging water, like the most I've ever seen her drink water. Yeah, people do think she got pulled over. I've seen people think she got pulled over. Her car died. She met up with Nat Turd. I don't know, but something did happen. I do have that clip.
Squeaky.
Someone said, after hearing Rev spill and slide and Shanny's shit, I'm okay with a bag in the freezer. But I'm not okay with these people who can't use the fucking restroom. Like, you have no reason to shit in a bucket or poop in a trash can. Whatever they think that we think about super morbidly obese people, I promise you that they make our views much, much worse. They poop in buckets and make other people dump it. They poop in bags and store it in the freezer until the next trash pickup day.
What? Hey, Star. Red cigarettes are the worst. They're so gross. We should go to bingo.
I don't know why that was gross to me, but it just red cigarettes are the worst. Okay, well, don't go buy them there. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, I can't stand her. I said, "Wow, Nina." Okay, I saw this happening in her chat, and I was screen recording at this time, but then I don't remember why I didn't post everything that I screen recorded. But I thought in this moment, as Nina is saying, we used to bully a girl for being fat in school. She looks amazing now. They're always saying that the reaction channels are bullies and we just don't like them because they're fat, blah 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 blah. But they're actual bullies. Nina bullied somebody in school for their weight. So what do you really think Nina thinks of you, Chantal? Genuinely curious. Genuinely curious. What happens here? Oh, okay. So trigger warning, she hit something. But again, I was confused at the time. It sounded like she hit an animal, and then she goes, "Oh, dead squirrel." But everybody just carried on. So I was like, maybe it wasn't. Maybe she just happened to go over a curb. But tell me what you guys think. I hate her. I hit something once and I pulled over and I cried, you guys. I fucking cried. It doesn't even faze her.
So cute. I'm gonna lay on the floor and try to pet her and like. Okay, sure. See what happens. Oh. Aw, dead squirrel.
I hate her. I hate her. She did run over a squirrel. She's distracted driving. She's worried about what her chat's saying. She's clearly not sober. She has coffee, food, whatever else. I hate her. It's not going to be long till she starts doing the cartoons again, you guys. I'm calling it now. While Chantal is yapping about whatever, her chat is talking all kinds of crap about Salah and Pete's. So honestly, I don't think what she was saying in any part of this was interesting. But if you look at her chat, okay, this person was saying something about Pete's and sex trafficking, and Sofa King pays Pete's to eat. I don't know. And then they were going off about Salah, and people were saying how they didn't really like him, blah, 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 blah. Wait, I think it, so this scroll happened so fast. Hold on. I think there's a part, I keep stopping because it's Habibi J was saying something about Pete's and sex trafficking.
All right, folks.
Nicole, hey, Brandon walked in and seen Foodie and said that bitch is on meth and high as fuck. She's moving and all over the place. It seems like it.
All we got is the bees. That's all we got.
Habibi J said, in Syria, you were just Noor's mistress. Here you can be Pizza's antagonist.
Maybe I'll do the Dollar Tree tomorrow because I need my wagon. That wagon is the best thing I ever bought. You can carry everything inside of it. So cool, man.
So her chat saying, I stopped watching when Salah came around. Bees is not all you have. You have a YouTube following and a good income. That's already more than many. Keep going. Someone also says Salah was a real drip.
So when I get home, I gotta order groceries or something. I might order a couch and a TV as well.
Lisa said, I don't like Salah. His personality felt forced. I don't trust people like that. We need a Cuba, bees. The bees is all we need. Jenny said, just call the Pete's to come push the cart. He's got to do something. Salah was just very boring, 41% said. Crazy Frog was annoying.
Which I think I will. I think I'll go with the a cloud couch.
Excuse me.
And also because the cloud couches, a lot of people say like a good quality one, it won't depress, like it won't go down as much because they hold up to 1,000 pounds. But they don't have the legs either, so it can't break if there's no frame, right?
I hit my vape, sorry.
You would think that would be good for us big bees. Big beezers.
Oh, yeah.
So I think what I'll do is, oh man, everywhere you look, there's new condos erected, but there's a lot of for rent signs.
I hit my vape, and I can't stop coughing.
Because honestly, these condos, when I was looking around, they're like maybe what, 500, 600 square feet, not even, and they want like $2,500, $2,600 for those.
I'm convinced they don't want anybody to own a home anymore. I'm convinced.
Forget about it. You can stuff it. It's crazy. No wonder nobody's renting. So I was happy to get the place that was a good deal. That's why I was excited.
Jenny said, let's not talk about Salah like we don't talk about the swordfish. She's safe now, and that's all that matters.
It's not the nicest, but it does the trick. It's mine, you know? But anyway, yeah, so I need a TV. Those are not really that expensive.
Squakeout said Pete's dirty text with Sofa King all over Reddit. Okay, so Sofa King doesn't feed him. They apparently text and talk dirty. Sofa King, if you're listening right now, I won't be able to see you, but can you come in and confirm, do you talk dirty with Pete's?
But because honestly, like I said, I don't want to just be in the bedroom all the time. Yeah. I did laundry. I think there was a crackhead in the laundry room. That was fun.
Was it Nader?
Oops. Speaking of crackheads, we're on
I think he is, Aaron. I think Sofa King is wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This is her eating. Anyways, if you paid attention to her chat, the whole chat was talking about how Salah blocked like 1 million of their accounts, how he was such a drag, a drip, I think somebody even called him. She was driving, and it just showed that everybody hated Salah. Anyways, let's watch her eat for a minute.
I bet you Salah's watching this thinking I'm glad I got away. I bet you Salah's watching this thinking I'm glad I got away.
You look like an Elvis impersonator. Doesn't she? Like one you would see in Vegas. And you got drunk in Vegas, so you wanted to get married, so you paid $30 to be married by and serenaded by fake Elvis.
I bet you Salah's watching this thinking I'm glad I got away.
I thought he couldn't watch you without the hijab on. I don't think he's watching, Foodie. He looks like Ron Burgundy. Oh my god. I'm with you, Aaron. Just wanted everyone to know we need to talk soon. I'm off for my run. Hey, Doc. Good to see you. Okay, so Elle said Foodie's live ended with her pulling over and saying, oh shit, I gotta go. I'll come back. She's either about to crap her pants or she got pulled over by the popos. So you guys let me know what you think happened here. Let's see.
oh shit.
You were married by Elvis in Vegas? That's so cool.
Okay, guys. I'll be back. Come back. Look for my live, okay? I gotta go for now. Come back. Oh,
Hold on, I'm watching it one more time. I was distracted.
Okay, guys.
Hold on, what's that
Oh, shit.
sound?
Okay, guys. I'll be back.
What is that sound? Is that her car dying, or is that the sound of someone being pulled over?
Okay, guys. I'll be back. Come back. Look for my live, okay? I gotta go for now. Come back.
I don't know. I'd like to think she got pulled over. I hope she does. She's going to hit somebody. She's distracted. She's on all kinds of drugs again. She never drove sober before when she was in Canada. I doubt this time is going to be different. I hope someone pulled her over. I hope she got a fee. That wasn't a siren, Aaron said. AYS played this over and over because you hear a noise, but I can't decide if it's a siren or the sound of a car dying. Mrs. C said, I hope she got pulled over. Me too. I hope she got a ticket. Here's another picture she posted of her supposed cat, which again, to me, looks different than the other photos we have seen. In fact, this doesn't even look real to me. I don't know what about it. Maybe the writing on the carrier right here. This is AI. This is AI, right? Effie Cujo said, I truly hate this bitch. Also, what the fuck is wrong with this picture? Why does it look so fake? Rule number one, she's a lying liar who lies. She said what breeds the mother and father were during a live stream. She implied that she rescued her from an abusive home. She said that she only paid $20 or $30 for her. I guess she couldn't make up her mind on that lie. Yet she spent $300 on supplies. If it was just the car, she would have sat there like, guys, what happened? But instead, she got off with a quickness, either cops or nattered. Kelly said, I thought maybe it was car trouble, but I think she would have come back on and told us if she had car trouble. I think so too. She might not tell us if she got pulled over. I don't think she will. Another stock photo. It is fake, Crypta said. She's in a hybrid. It makes that sound when you stop at a light. Okay. I haven't been in a whole lot of hybrid cars. I remember there was one time when I was staying at that Airbnb in Long Beach, and me and my daughter needed to do laundry so bad. So we called for an Uber, and the place didn't have any place to do laundry near. And I wasn't walking a bunch of blocks with bags of laundry. I just wasn't. So we called an Uber to pick us up and take us to the laundromat. And a Tesla came. And I didn't know how to open it. And my daughter was laughing at me. I was so confused. It was like some type of spaceship car. Anyways, Mrs. Floopa Booty said, so she's proven she has the cat. Now prove you are divorced. Show the divorce papers. Erase him from your channel. How has she proved she has the cat? She's just posted a bunch of photos that aren't hers, that she didn't take. This photo is not real. Have you ever bought or adopted an animal and writing came on the top of the crate like that? None of this looks real to me. This isn't even the same cat. This is much bigger than the other cats we saw. So, anyways, oh gosh, I got off Twitter. Hold on. We're going to start at the top and go down. Mrs. Robinson said, I love Girl World and posted this. Imagine bringing home your Hinge date and you forgot to take off your Amberlynn Redbubble sheets. Do you think Pete's has a Foodie Beauty comforter to go with his My Little Pony sheets? And would you own something like this? I would, to keep people away and out of my bed. That's what I would do. Did you know Amberlynn Reed sharded herself on her stream? I think this is a new way for these girls to make money. Fart and share poop stories. I think there's a whole lot of people out there with poop fetishes.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? Today.
The look on her face. Wow. She's doing these thirsty TikToks again. I think her and Emily are fighting. Oh, did you guys hear, by the way? So these screenshots came out, and I don't know whose Discord they were in, but it was Rachel talking to Jawbone, and she admitted to flirting with Emily. It's a real thing. Hold on. I think I might have the screenshot on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. I'll read it to you. Please tell me it's still here. Rachel said she sent me a video of her smoking. Julia said that's weird. Jawbone said, oh, that feels like her dipping her toe into a video calling. Rachel says, I flirted a little, not gonna lie. I wanted the tea. Someone says, delicious cancer stick in an ashtray mouth. Delicious. Rachel says, I got a bit uncomfortable, not gonna lie. I'm a big old flirt, and she took the bait. But that's how I got the tea. Jawbone says, it's okay to fancy Emily. Be honest with us. We listen and we don't judge. Rachel said, I'll show you the smoking video tomorrow. Eeh. Good God, that's not touching the poo. That's rolling in it. That's what I think too, Ard. Rachel is messy as fuck. She is. I hope she shows the video though. I want to see it. But ew, imagine flirting with Justin Feeder for some tea. Your mom's emotional support care said, fucking hell, Chantal. You morphed into Peter Griffin in drag. She has, but this is her best look. It's a horrible look, but it's her best look. I'm Sunk said, as Gary Unfiltered used to say, twinsies. Whatever happened to Gary Unfiltered? I hope he's okay. Wilhelmina said, how did you get up from the bucket dump, Foodie? You can't even get up off a sofa. If the pail/bucket held you, wheels and a motor might be the way to go shit. Rule number 1. Yeah, I think she tells these stories for the people with the poo fetishes out there. I can't see Ron in chat. I can never see Ron. No, I don't know why. I mean, I've even went back to make sure that I don't have Ron blocked. I can never see him, but I'm glad he's here. If you're listening, Ron, hi, hello. I can't see you, but you could hear me. Good to see you. Did you dirty text with Pete's? And if so, why? There has to be better options. There has to be better options. Isn't Rachel in a relationship? I don't know. But apparently, if she is, it doesn't stop her. Thank God she put a beanie on. See, yeah, she listened to us. The other day we were saying she should just put a beanie on and you won't see the bald head. It's the best look. We have a clip from Alabama Chapstick. Yes. No, Breezy Ron isn't Sofa King. Okay. Well, good to know. Then I will stop spreading my misinformation. Did all this poop talk happen after Salah came out as poopy? It definitely happened more. Always farted. She's always talked about poop and been disgusting. But after it came out what he wanted to do with Kay Bella, she definitely upped her poop game. Definitely. All right, let's play this clip really fast.
So just take the wig off. My hair is ugly right now.
If you're going to ask me, I'm always going to say, take it off. Take it off. Just rip it off. Strip it like an old dirty Band-Aid that you had on your foot. Whatever's under there has got to be an improvement. I'm sure you're just working with some scalp and audacity. But just let the breeze of honesty hit your head. We haven't seen it enough times to acclimate.
It's a really bald. Oh my god, it's matted.
No, no. Oh, dear Lord, never mind. Put it back on. We weren't ready for that level of truth. The sun dimmed, the bird stopped singing, Tater Bell farted.
Should I just take the wig off?
Daily reminder, if you're not subscribed to Alabama Chopstick, you should be. She's hilarious. Erin, will you please share her link for me? Your mom's emotional support kit said Chantal moved back to Canada for better internet and better content. This is the content. Yes, yesterday it kept buffering and glitching, and we saw the roof of the car a whole lot. It's very clean. It won't be by the time she returns it. Wait, I saw a tweet pop up off to the right. I see predator. If you're right-brained, you'll see a dog. If you're left-brained, you'll see a giraffe. I see something to play your games on. What is it called? A controller! I see a controller shape. Do you? I never see what people say they see. Sometimes they'll be like, if you see this, you see a donkey. If you see this, you see a fish. And I'm like, I see a gorilla smoking. Like, I don't know. I never see what they want me to see. Anyways, all right, let me keep going. I have more tweets for you. This was her internet. It still looks much better than Syria. Fondue said, damn salad, she wasted 3 years of your life. And where did it get you? Still not in Canada. And your fat fake wife showed up bald with no hijab and with a bidet bigger than your mangled junk. How bad was your life that you had to resort to marrying this? Maybe he won't remarry. Because you know he's the talk of the town. He was the guy that was married to the blob, the rude blob that yelled all day. Would you want to marry him after he's been with that? Farha said she wasn't happy it wasn't extra long, but apparently wants us to believe Salad's one reached. There's no way. Unfortunately for Salah, we've seen the picture and it's not getting past all of what she has to offer. Flashing Pondu said Chantal lying about her hair again. Okay, we have to hear this because we've seen the hair now. The long, luxurious hair. But you can tell she was by the way she ties up her hair. So she was pretending she wasn't wearing a hair topper. It's giving Eugenia Cooney when she tries to convince people she's not wearing a wig. And she'll only pull up the same exact parts every single time to show people. She's like, look, see, you can see my scalp. But she doesn't ever pull up other parts of her hair, and it's not a different spot every time. She's definitely wearing a hair topper. Why lie about it? That's the thing. What's the point of this video, Chantal lies? I don't know. I don't care anymore. She's bald. We all know she's bald. She's forever going to be bald. Eyelash said, sounds like Foodie Beauty is missing that Syrian micro peen. What is there to miss? It's non-existent.
It looks good on me. This is what I'd look like if I was a guy. I would definitely have a micro ween.
You look like a porn star. But not a good one, not an attractive one. Fun fact, not all of them are attractive. Don't ask me how I know. Anyways, Kelly said, Foodie bought bacon, but it was embarrassed to show it. Plus, we got a door shot. How long till the farms finds her? I think they probably already have her, or a good idea of where she is. All right, so she bought bacon. I don't know if I can make this bigger. Just zoom in. Oh, no, we can make it bigger. No, we got out. Listen, motherfucker.
Cheese. Cheese.
Wow. You know, she spent quite a few years being a Muslimah. Well, a fake one anyway. So I guess it's a little bit shocking to me how fast she was able to just rip it off, go back to her old ways, indulge in some bacon. It's almost as if what we were saying this whole time was right. She wasn't really a Muslimah. She just wanted to hide the chins. Oh, Bad Seed called somebody a trash human, YouTube lover. A lot of people have hit animals with their car. It's a fact of life. Chantal isn't the only one. Most of us stop and pull over and cry or feel bad. I remember one time, where was I? Altadena? Somewhere up in the hills, okay? And I was driving at night and I hit a cat. And it was so fucking sad. Like, I stopped and I cried and I tried to find the cat. It had ran off, probably to go somewhere to pass. I don't know. I was fucking traumatized, right? Like shaking. I was not okay. And then there's Chantal that hits it with full force and, oh, that squirrel, and carries on about her day. People hit animals, but it's like how you fucking react to it, right? The fact that she had not one care in the world is very telling. I think she would be a serial killer if she was thinner. Um, and then before she would make cartoons about it. What kind of sick individual finds joy in killing an innocent animal? You know? She's a monster. She's an absolute monster. Wonder Mom said the thing living a happy, loving life for 3 years with your husband does to the body. Foodie is 41 looking like this, still with filters on maximum. Karma is having a field day with her. Okay, so if you were saying she definitely looks like she's lost weight, do you still feel that way? I still stand by the fact she looks better with the hijab off, but she hasn't lost any weight. Imagine having all that hanging underneath your chin. I'd be tired to even talk. Fuck talking. She looks like a bullfrog, doesn't she? Or like one of those big, what are they called? Sugarcane toad frogs? The big ones. That's what she looks like, but not a cute frog. Lymphodiva said Peter Griffin looking motherfucker. She does look like him. So this was before, this picture on the left was before she took off to her Middle East journey. She was definitely thinner. And look at her now. London said in this live stream she ran over a squirrel and why she ended the stream so quickly. I don't think she ended the stream because she hit the squirrel. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about stuff like that. Ooh, I'm telling you, there's a goiter underneath all that. One day we'll get her toxicology reports or something, and there'll be a thyroid problem in there, and I will feel like I was right. And I missed my calling going to med school. I couldn't fucking do med school. I hate math. I hate math and I hate the long hours of listening to other people. That's what I hate. Meandering Thought said good. Okay, Bubbles and Cheek said, I'm not saying I'm feeling sorry for Foodie, but I'm getting the most pathetic and sad vibes from her live stream today. You can tell her self-esteem is in the trash and she's trying way too hard. Good, good. She's ripped down people for just having an opinion on her eating. I hope she feels insecure. I hope that she feels all of the negative things. Because she's made people feel worse that aren't even as fucking big as her for having an opinion on her. Fuck her. I hope she feels horrible. I hope when she looks in a mirror, they all break on her. Meandering Thought said short hallway and door and handle. Foodie's stream is flipped, so the hallway is actually on the right for us looking at the screen if it wasn't flipped. Okay, I don't know. I don't care about her wall. If somebody's able to dox based on this, do what you will. I'm not encouraging anybody to go in real life unless we find out she abandoned this kitten, left it alone. Then please call animal control because she's an animal abuser. I don't know. It looks cleaner than any place she's shown so far, but it's only because she just moved in there. Why would you hang that decoration right there? I feel like that would go, I don't know. For me, it would go on the door. somewhere other than that spot right there in between the walls, which is odd. Huh. But this is her life. 41 years old, a Dollar Tree store decoration, a bare ass wall, a bare ass head, and she chose all of it. So she says she's going to wash her Ziploc bags to reuse. And she says she doesn't have a skincare routine. She is also sick of people gatekeeping her religion. What religion? I thought she wasn't a Muslim anymore. You should have a skincare routine. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you should. And whether you think your skin is perfect, I promise you it's not always going to stay that way. And we get older, and skincare is amazing. You don't have to spend a whole bunch on it. Like Good Molecules and The Ordinary. Those are very affordable, all between $10 and $15. I mean, there's some that's like 20, 20. It just depends on what you're getting, right? But skincare doesn't have to be like drunk elephant. It could be affordable, and you should have one. You should wash your face. You should use toner. You should moisturize. You should have sunscreen. I am huge on hyaluronic acid, snail serum. What else do I use? Oh, this stuff by Good Molecules. You use it once or twice a week, but it's basically like, what is it called? An exfoliator, like a liquid exfoliator, a chemical peel, if you will. You put it on overnight, and you wake up the next morning, and you have smooth, soft skin. But everybody should have one. I didn't take care of my skin when I was a teenager and when I was in addiction. And so I make up for it now, but you should have one. Everybody should have one. All right, I forgot to play the clip. Ron said he followed you on Twitter. Did he? All right, I'll follow you back, Ron, and we'll figure out how to fix this problem. I don't like that I can't see you. It bothers me. Look at this face right here. Look at this face.
Pick her up.
Awkward. Where have you been? I don't know. I'm 34 and people still think I'm a teenager, and I smoked and did a bunch of drugs in my 20s, so I don't know how I look young. I don't use skincare. You know, my grandma didn't have any wrinkles in her elderly age, and she said that she just used soap and water and moisturizer. For a lot of people, like for me, I'm trying to get rid of like scarring from when I was a teenager, trying to tighten my pores or at least improve the appearance of them. And I don't want to do Botox, so I'm trying to prevent wrinkles. I don't know, with my luck, I'll get Botox and have a whole plastic surgery addiction, and I'll walk out with a whole new face and a BBL, or I'll get some sort of botulism thing that happens to me, and like one side of my body won't work anymore, and I'll be frozen. So collagen and all that for me.
Oh, I don't want to. I will soon, Buttercup. I will show you her as soon as I can.
Oh, but by the way, awkward. No, I'm not mad at you, and I didn't recognize your name. YouTube switched the names on me, and I just am not sure sometimes. And so in my head, I'm like, I think that's so and so. Anyways, I love you, and I'm glad you're here.
I don't want to stress her out. I'm going to give her a couple more days. Then if she doesn't, well, they don't fit, then maybe I will force it. Just for her own good. Yeah.
Snail serum is wonderful. It takes a minute to get used to. And don't lick your lips after putting it on. But I don't know, it does something, but you have to stay with it. That's the thing. You have to stick with it. But yeah, it had my face looking rejuvenated, refreshed, hydrated, plump.
I'm going to waste 4 bags on this. I'll just reuse the bags after. Wash them out. Frugal bees.
I never want to hear you call anybody poor again, miss. I'm washing my Ziploc bags to reuse them.
Put the kitty in your shirt. No, I don't want to confine them. They get annoyed easily, cats. You have to understand their language.
Oh, really, Cindy? She won't. I'm reading the chat.
Oh, Beanie, sorry.
If you got a kitten, Would you just be hands off and not talk to it for 3 days? When my sister brought home a kitten, I don't know that its feet hardly touched the ground. I mean, it was in everybody's arms, like, constantly, right? We all wanted to hold this kitten. There was no it just hanging out in the house for 3 days, and we just went to go find it every once in a
The
while.
way you're not this, you're not that. I know, like, they gatekeep entire religion or whatever. It's the way humans act better than anyone else, or like they're perfect, or at the same time, we must allow for criticism, but lost their will.
You put on a hijab and ate during Ramadan. You put on a hijab and pimped yourself out during Ramadan. You can imagine the shock on many people's faces and how they felt, right? I don't think anybody's trying to gatekeep, and it's not even your religion.
Turtle dove?
The hairline is breathtaking.
Skincare routine? Pizza croissant would be so good. I don't really have a skincare routine.
Wash your face, girl. Please and thank you. And brush your teeth while you're at it. Why don't you wash your face and brush your teeth at the same time so you always remember to do it? Okay, I brush my teeth one of the times in the shower. I do. I take a shower and I wash my face, wash my whole body, brush my teeth. I brush my teeth in the morning and I brush my teeth before I go to bed. And I have all my teeth. I don't know why you wouldn't want to keep them in your mouth. How do you not know if your kitten is eating? This is my question. So somebody asked her if the kitten has eaten yet, and she's like, I don't know. If you're putting food in a dish and it's still there, it means it's not eating. If you put food in a dish and it's gone, that means she is. How do you not know if your animal's eating?
Yeah. So didn't like her online all the time. He knew it screwed with her mental health. Yeah, I did order a couch. Yes, Tracy. He really like when I first got there, I was like, we'll just live our life here. You don't even like he said some other things that he was like, you don't have to go live.
Question, what is the cat's name? Is it Annie or is it Sasha? Or what is its name? So someone asked, how do you not know if Sasha is eating? Is she pooping in the litter box or not? Not trying to be rude.
Dill pickle meat stick. I don't know if she's eating.
Nick, you have a 25-step Korean skincare routine? Okay, you are dedicated.
Yeah.
She doesn't deserve a kitten. Do you believe she even has it? So she was live again. That's what I do know. She's live. She was completely wasted. The kitten is terrified of her. And I think Julia killed Howie. Listen to the end. Okay. So I'm very aware I can think too much about things and read into things, right? So please tell me if you get the same impression as me.
Now, then in the spare room closet, now she's in my closet. So I pet her on the head. Like she looks scared, but she doesn't bite, she doesn't move. That's what I keep trying to do.
Is she still alive?
Salah has not been in here. Me too, Mukaroni. Hey, Tanya.
Big tobacco apologist said I got a job across the street because I like bothering them on my lunch breaks. Hi, by the way. No, I don't think
For
anybody's
3
seen me with
years,
a
YouTube
cat.
lover, I know. Constipation, TB. She'll come around. She can smell Julia and know her. Yeah, let's pretend it's haunted. You want to make up like a haunted story about you're making sure the door's latched so Peach doesn't get Peach. Let's call him Peach. Is he live right now? He's going live soon, I think.
The beast is way too socialized. A cat is to lock it in the bathroom, ignore it. I was reading my Twitter notifications. That's a weird thing too. Who gets a kitten and then keeps them in the closet or locks them away in the bathroom?
People ask her because her religion changes constantly. Actually, it's not that bad, SB. Like, call her Jinxie, Casey. I don't like that name, but thank you. So basically, like, I was always pretty much agnostic. There was a very brief time when I was atheist. And then I was raised Catholic Christian, so I was always confused. And I never would say that I was actually Christian because I never really practiced or really believed in certain things. So I would just then I found God. Like I experienced like an awakening of believing that there is, I believe that. So I'm a deist. And then I became
A what?
Muslim. And I do think that having a Muslim husband and living in Islamic countries did have an influence on that for sure. Would you ever consider getting another hamster? Also, like trying to have for your cat. I know my cat loved it when I brought home my hamster. I don't want to risk it being a Julia and Howie situation. I know, jump too fast, too deep.
What happened with Julia and Howie? I mean, Julia's a cat. It's not like I'm gonna fault her, but I'm gonna fault the owner. She was in charge of both of them, and she would have Howie out all the time around Julia. I don't know. I just got a weird vibe from it. I don't think he just passed away peacefully. I think something happened there. By the way, if you're still here, Ron, I don't see that you follow me on Twitter. I don't know if do we have each other blocked on Twitter too? Comment on something so I can see you. Oh, you guys, this is our garden. This is our garden. I am so impressed with my daughter. I just have to say that. Proud mama moment. This was all her vision. We were trying to find popsicle sticks yesterday to kind of put in there so we wouldn't forget. I think the plan is if we could keep this stuff alive, she wants to grow more and she wants to grow things so we could just go out to our backyard and pick things for our salads and whatever else. So I was impressed with her designing of the marigolds. I think she did an amazing job. And again, it's one of those things that's like a hobby that we're going to encourage because at 13 she could be into much worse shit, right? So gardening, I will happily water every single day. I'm gonna do the coffee grounds, but tell me where exactly do I do it around like the border or do I do it on the outside of the box? Anyways, I'll let you guys know what happens. I'll give you guys garden updates. I'm kind of excited. Julie said, "Why does she do these why does she do these unnecessary play dumb things? You can see the cat is a ragdoll mix. As if the person you got her from didn't tell you. Sounds reputable, Chantal, you moron." I'm standing by. I think she gave somebody $300 for a cat and she doesn't actually have it yet, and they're sending her pictures. These are 3 different cats. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna just go through these photos again. This is all allegedly Sasha, Annie, Jinx, whatever the fuck her name is. There's 1. There's 2. That's 3 different cats. I think she got scammed, and I hope so. I guess we'll find out today. I know she listens to everything about her, and everybody's questioning the cat. So if she really has it, she'll certainly come online and show it, right? I guess we'll see. I think that's all I have for right now, you guys, on Twitter. But whatever happens today, I'll be live tomorrow morning about 8 a.m. and we'll recap it all. If she starts going live during the day, we'll snipe and everything. I didn't do a goal today because this live was just to be, I don't know, to hang out, to have fun, chit chat since we didn't get to yesterday, provide a place where we could shit talk, and then we'll regroup tomorrow. We'll do a longer stream tomorrow. I'll be live all week. I love you guys so much. So we do have fun things planned for the holidays. I'm just more of a Christmas girly. I am. We're gonna go shopping together. We're gonna wrap presents together, and we're gonna go see downtown. So are some exciting things that we can do. Anyways, go enjoy your day. Move your ass. I should probably get on that walking pad too. I should. I don't want to be a Chantal. Do something kind for somebody else. Do something nice for yourself because oftentimes we forget to do that. Adopt, don't shop, and don't be a Chantal. I love you guys. Have a great day. Oh, wait, be kind. Thank you for being a member for 29 months. I love you. Have a great day, you guys. Great evening, wherever you guys are. Thank you to my amazing mods, Breezy Bunch members, and I will see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody.